You are probably wondering, what the hell is going on in this clip? Well, let me be honest. I don't have a fucking clue either. Let's hunt down some replays to cast, boys. What is up, my cautious dudes, and welcome back to another Calf versus Dang cast. Sorry, I was occupied with my other job. I've been hunting GDI scum for Kane during the weekend. But we're back, and let's get straight into some more Calf versus Dang action.
Battle control initialized.
Alright, welcome back everyone to this third part in this incredible series so far. We have Cav once again spawning in the bottom right, and he's currently playing as Ukraine. And we have Mr. Dang, the one and only, the guy that is putting up a very good fight against Cav so far. And is he going to be able to make a comeback this series? Let's find out and see. Cav is currently playing as Ukraine, just like I said, and Dang is playing as France. We're playing on Dirge, made by Pink Dot. Probably the, I think this was the #1 map that came out of the map making contest before RGL Season 11 started. Very popular map as well, played by a lot of players during the RGL Season 11 season. And here we are, seeing these two bad boys in action once again. We have Dang going to his own natural oil. I like to contest these oils a lot. I also like to go through the middle, try and cut off the reinforcements, because like there's a good chance that you'll find an engineer along the way. But Cav actually being, I would say, pretty safe about things. And he's also using Grenadiers for the first time in this series, I believe. 2 Grins going for that power plant, but there is a guard on the lookout, ready to snipe some filthy Grins looking for PPs. And Dang is aware. Oh, but wait a second. Oh, the Grenadier actually killed the guard. Now they're forced to make a new rifle, but you know, he's not going to be low power from this, I believe. No, he is not. So unfortunately it almost worked out, but alas, in the meantime both players are capturing their oils. Dang actually went for this one first. Cav did not. Which is interesting to me, because like this oil is a lot closer, and getting oils early on also gives you a bit more credits early on, which means you can make a bit more rifles early on. But both players being very passive here, respecting each other. And staying in their respective bases. We got the first light vehicles coming out for both players, I'm assuming. It might be... Nope, Cav is being a little bit more greedy. He's going for a harvester over a light vehicle. And I like doing this as well. I like going for harvester first as well. The reason being, if you produce your third ref with double ref, you can immediately start production because you'll be on 4 harvesters. So I tend to like this. Whereas, actually the Ranger can be very useful, but surprisingly, Dang is not pushing his advantage with this light vehicle. You could do 2 things. You can either try and go to snipe this oil or capture this oil while you're distracting your opponent with using this army to kill their other oil, or you can actually try and kill their army with the vision advantage that you have. Ranger very strong. As you can see, the APC doesn't provide as much vision as the Ranger does, so it is a very good unit in my opinion. And it might be that Dang might go for the oil. He could also be anticipating an MCV coming this way and trying to cap that with the engineer. However, that is very hard to do. We'll have to wait and see. In the meantime, the only error that I can see from Dang so far is his harvesters. There's 3 harvesters mining on the single patch. There should be 3 miners on this patch instead. Otherwise, he's going to have a problem with his eco in a little bit. But it's actually Cav that is on the move out for the first time. He sees the army because of the scout. He's going after it. And don't forget, Dang does not have vehicle support, but he does have pillbox support. And Cav just pushed his luck a little bit too much here. Base crawling from Dang worked out. Cav is on the run now. And that APC got destroyed in the meantime, but that Ranger is trapped. Makes it out. But just barely. Dang's going to set up his expansion over here. Cav went for this one instead. Might be good. Yep, this is pretty much the standard build that I like to do as well. Put up a ref over here and then immediately move out to the middle to claim the middle, because the middle on this map is pretty important. Having control over that will make it easy for you to rotate your armies. That's an interesting position. He might want... Yeah, he's probably going to play some racks up here to close off this position to get some vision. No, he changed his mind. He wants to go aggressive and harass the eco. He is queuing up a Tesla coil as well, so this could be interesting. And actually, Dang's army is not in a good position to deal with that. Yeah, this Tesla coil is going to be strong. Considerations here from Dang. He's like, oh shit, what do I have to do? And Dang cannot really take this Tesla coil down as well with his army. But his positioning once again seems to be a lot better. His concave seems to be a lot better as well. But he only has 1 tank now to have to deal for soaking. So does Cav. But it seems to me that Dang is going to take this engagement. And this is one of the first bigger engagement fights. Oh, or did I speak too soon? Commentator's curse might be here. The first heavy tank is there. Flame tank for support. And Dang is going to retreat. In the meantime, we have a medium tank trying to harass, but there's a heavy tank already on his way to prevent that from happening. And this is a very good offensive start from Dang. Dang is completely ignoring it. He's sending his second MCV all the way up to the middle now to take this position, which is weird. Normally, if you go for this position, I would assume you would do that with your main MCV. But this has been one strong, sexy Tesla coil from Cav. Completely denying this double mine expansion. This is going to be rough. Yep, this is allowing Cav also to go to Radar Dome. He's got max production on racks. He's got 8 racks on the field right now. Hasn't moved his main MCV yet though, interestingly enough, but he is scouting the area to see if he can safely do so. He's also moving out his army so he can properly escort that. Heavy tank is still trying to hunt down his medium tank and it will succeed. Yep, medium tank goes down. There's the radar dome. Puts it aggressively for some more vision, as you can see. Radar dome provides that extra vision. Let's have a look at the combat tab in the meantime. Very similar to each other. 18k for both players. Not too far off, but eco-wise though. Eco-wise, it is definitely not looking the same way. Anyways though, Cav is going in. His tanks are not in a good position. Dang has the defender's advantage as well. His concave is looking great. Yet again, the heavy tanks from Cav are melting. But so are the medium tanks, but there are still more medium tanks onto the field. Dang feels like he has a shot right now, is going in, but he will face some flame towers. He should not push his luck any further. I do like the fact that he's changing position, trying to avoid these flame towers, taking the engagement still head on, but now he is without medium tanks, so like I said, he should not push his luck. Oh, that's unfortunate because that still had an engineer in there. Heavy tank here taking out the oil in the back. Ooh, the first yak from Cav went down as well, but now at least he knows where the army is, and that army is still without any soaking units. So Cav definitely in a good position here to clean up that army without any problems. Ooh, okay. Dang trying to reclaim his first expansion. That Tesla coil is going to go down. But at what cost though? He might lose this army as well pretty much for free. There is a vision advantage for Cav in this situation. He has his yaks out as well. I'm assuming there is going to be some V2s showing up sooner or later as well. Oh wow, that yak goes down too. Dang immediately on the run. But that's gonna cost him. He did have an MCV over there. So he is definitely, he wants to get that position back. But no, Cav says no. This is my expansion now. He's going to claim this position. In the meantime, I see a very big green blob moving on the right side of the map. Cav is going to retreat here, but once again, he's going to contest this area, and that is pretty good for his eco. There's that big green blob that I was talking about. No soaking units though. I hope that Dang is going to respond and he's going to try and claim this area. New Tesla coil on the field in a pretty good position that it is behind the flame tower, but still in a good position to completely deny this area from Dang even more. But here's that big blob that got through unannounced. No scouts from Cav to be seen. Nothing that could detect him. And that army is moving in. He's going to take out the ref. Not the best target to take out, but the MCV might be a lot better. Yup, he's moving in position as well so that the MCV cannot escape. The service depot is going to go down as well. A harvester is going to go down. That's 2 harvesters down. Service depot down. And now he's getting barraged by V2 shells. That army has probably nowhere to go. Is that going to be worth it? No war factory though, so completely no vehicle production at all. Oh wait, he didn't lose his war factory, so that means he can just spam V2s at this point. And that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to rebuild his SD straight away. There's a turret from Dang. RT takes out the V2. So far, no counter, no reaction from Cav at all. He could use this yak to get those RTs, but he's going to be barraged so far. In the meantime, just like I said, Dang moved out. He's going to claim this area, had the turret ready, but that army from Cav is looking pretty dangerous, and there's really no army from Dang that can deny that. He's going to leave 1 RT in the base. But he forgets that Cav still has a yak, so he can pretty much see the army rotation. I wonder if he's paying attention to that regardless, but yep, he cleaned up the RT with the yak. Saves the Tesla coil. So Dang still not in a position to mine from that, but he managed to claim another double mine expansion. Ooh, I like this as well. This could potentially be very effective. But this is what I was talking about. Cav still had that vision. He knows that there's nothing there. He knows this area will be abandoned. New SD is back on track, so that means once again heavy tank production can start. Oh wow, that Blackhawk is going to go down for sure. And that turret is getting melted by all of these V2s. There's a lot of V2s in this army. So it is going to come down how they handle the situation. That's a very nice attack. Yup, those 2 RTs being sniped by the V2s. This could be rough for Dang. Best thing he can do right now is get a flak up so that he can kill this yak. And I'm not seeing that though. He should know that the yak is there. He absolutely knows that the yak is there. It's cute that he has a yak, he has a Blackhawk to take out the V2s, but There's a ton of V2s. In the meantime, this small army arrived, kills the harvester, kills the war factory. In fact, Cav sells it off to get some more money back. And now Dang going in. I'm not sure that is the right decision to make, though. There's a ton of V2s, but they all fired their shots. And they are in the front lines. One V2 left. I like that Cav is so splitted. But Cav calls the GG. He's being harassed completely. His war factory went down, his SD went down, and he was definitely facing a stronger army in the top right. But wow, very nice Tesla call from the beginning from Cav, but Dang did not care, just rotated to the other side, maintained his army. Some very nice splits and harassment with medium tanks and small armies that turned the tide of this battle. That means that Dang made an equalizer, and we're going to the 7th game.
Battle control terminated. Battle control initialized.
All right, we are here, game number 7, and this map is kind of something, isn't it? This one is the Great Divide. For people that remember, spoilers incoming, this was a big part of the RAGL finals and also in the group stages with Cav versus Goat. Both of these games during the group stage and the finals was pretty spectacular, with like, it was a 30-minute game or something like that. But now once again we have Cav in the bottom playing as Germany versus the French. Super strange so far. Mr. Dang making a comeback all the way, and it's now currently 3-3. So potentially this is match point for both players, though it is weird that I saw a 9th game in here. So I'm not entirely sure what that means. Maybe they just played an extra match just for our entertainment, which is always very welcome. Alright, no shenanigans from Cav so far. He just wants to secure this area. He captured the comm center first. Got a couple of rifles in the middle. He's going to claim the forward command, and he's going to make sure that he has access to these 2 oils. You're going to need 2 engineers for this if you want to capture it early on. However, allies do have a chance to get this without repairing the bridge if you go Raider Dome and you make a Chinook. Oh dear God, I saw this earlier. Oh, I thought he killed an engineer because he had veterancy level 2, which is usually what you get if you kill an engineer. We could check that out in the destroyed lost tab. No, I just killed 2 rifles. Alright, bridge has been repaired. Second engineer should be on its way fairly soon. I'm assuming both players are going to wait for their light vehicles to safely transport that engineer to... Never mind. Not in Cav's situation, and not in Dang's situation either. Both players are going for it. I mean, it's pretty good investment, you know. It's 2 oils straight off the bat. I do like this from Cav. I've started doing this as well. Cav likes to put his war factory at the forward command on this map, and it's definitely not a bad idea. Like, it is a little bit worse for your harvesters to come out and do the eco transfer from the war factory to the patch, but it's not that big of a difference. However, you can actually expand a lot faster towards this position if your war factory is over here, and usually that is the way you want to expand, because that's pretty much the only double mine expansion or double mine ore patch that is available on this map. You can also afford to not move out the main MCV for a while, because there is a gem mine over here. Ooh, Dang tried to be sneaky here. I'm not sure there was an engineer in there. I assume... No, there was not. But he did lose his ranger early on, which is not the best. But that engineer from Cav is kept alive. So far, not much going on. Both players just scouting out, putting up some rifles here and there. Interesting, Dang decided to go for the gem mine straight away. I wonder if he will... He's not changing his... Because to be honest, you could definitely delay your expansion on this map. I'm not sure if it's a good idea, because like you can put that in the comment what you would like to do, because it is a pretty big map, so you do want to get as much as map control as possible. However, if you want to end it early on, like gems obviously give a lot more. You can get that little eco boost. So potentially you also have the forward command here, so you can get an extra ref just like that for free without having the need of an MCV. And so you could make a couple of tanks as well and just try and just go for one big push and end it all. Alright, very smart here from Cav. He killed the scouts and he is trying to capture that oil, but there's a medium tank on its way with a small army. Cav is going to lose those armies, but he is getting at least one oil. I was about to say, Dang needs to send in that medium tank if he wants to deny that oil. But here comes the engineer from the shroud like a ninja, ready to cap this oil back. Tank shot in the ass. Wow, actually, Dang went for another engineer. But that engineer is going to face a terrible fate. In the meantime, Cav went for a push onto the main base here, but Dang is just chilling in his base. And he's ready for the attack. Yep, Cav is going to secure these two entrances. Probably gonna place a pillbox there as well. Yep, he is. Making sure that he can defend these two entrances. There's only one gap towards his base though. Dang is sending a medium tank over there, and that is completely unprotected though, so that medium tank is going to be annoying. There is a Rex close by to make some rocket soldiers. And it feels like I'm getting flashbanged in my face with this map. Scout from Dang got killed. Dang once again, just like all the previous games, following closely all these movements from Cav. Everywhere where Cav's army goes, Dang goes as well. Dang is setting up in a nice position to get defender's advantage. He did lose a power plant though, but in return, wow, Cav is actually going in. His tanks once again not being in the best position. Huge concave from Dang, and Cav is on the retreat. He does have a fair amount of medium tanks, but all are not in the best position. He's trading a lot of infantry for this, and this concave is huge. Dang is smelling blood. He's continuing to push further. Can he do it? He's gonna clean his entire army up if Cav is not going to retreat, and he's choosing to fight instead. Oh dear God, that was eliminating the poop stain from this winter map, just like that. And this medium tank, two medium tanks even, have done a decent amount of damage. Cav moved some harvesters over to dispatch, but lost one eventually. He lost a harvester over here as well. He is getting completely annihilated at this point. And Cav just calls the GG, just like that. Throws in the towel. And officially, this is match point for Dang. Dang came out on top. However, I'm assuming this must have been a best of 9. Maybe I should have changed my title because we got more games coming up, guys.
Battle control terminated. Battle control initialized.
All right, we do have 2 extra games for this set between these 2 legendary players. Obviously, Cav was like, hey man, let's do a best of 9 instead of a best of 7. I don't know. I don't think it was officially a best of 7, but I guess these guys were just going at each other's throats for a couple of hours, and we are here to enjoy it even more. We're back on Monopoly. I think this is the first map or second map we started this set with. I like this map a lot. There's only not that much eco on this map, but which also makes it pretty interesting in my opinion. I don't really feel like this is a double ref map at all. However, a lot of players, normally Cav included, do go double ref on this map. And yeah, I think Cav is going to do it as well, which I don't know, man. I really don't like it. I feel like it's almost impossible to punish a War Factory first build or something similar like that on this map because it's so big. But hey, obviously double ref is never a bad choice. It's the safest choice. But hey, what do I know? Man, we're like jamming over here while these guys are just doing their early game. We're like, we're going for it, boys. We're going to town. I mean, if nothing is going on, at least I have to do something, right? To keep you guys entertained. Which is like dancing in a very weird and cringe way. But hey, it is what it is. Alright. Both players got their oils. It's going in the bushes. Are these bushes? Or are these rocks? I'm assuming they're rocks, but I think this engineer needs to pee. So he's going to do that in a very private spot. In the meantime, Cav is going to reinforce his oil a bit more. Sending a bit more reinforcements. Both players putting their war factories on the roads to get that extra speed buff when the MCV comes out. I like that. I think Bane once pointed out that there's not a lot of players in the community that use these roads to their advantage. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember. I think it's 25, but roads give a 25% speed buff to any vehicle. So it's definitely worth it using it. Just, you know, like, sometimes the extra seconds in this game can matter. First light vehicle is on the field. Yep, and it's from Cav. Looking around, scouting to see if he can find the army from Dang. What is Dang up to? He finds it. Gets a nice welcome gift with a couple of bullets and a rocket to the face. There's the APC. Look at that speed difference when it was on the road. Going straight to the repair shop for now. 5 harvesters for Cav. I think he started his production a little bit on the late side here. But he should be fine. In the meantime, we're heading into the early, I would say mid-game almost. We're going to see the first expansions coming out. We're going to see the first crucial decisions being made by these players. And see where it leads us. Monopoly is a little bit more of a slower paced map in my opinion, especially if you go double ref. I feel like with a very early life vehicle you can do a lot of harassing. You can manage to get like the oil. I think Cav is trying to look for it because I think he has the engineers. Yeah, he has the engineer inside the ranger. taking his time a lot. He is really trying to look for all these scouts. But Dang has been just lurking there with the APCs, just waiting for the engineer to come out. There it is. And there's the APC as well, sniping that engineer. I like the spot that Dang was in though. Like, Cav was taking a lot of time scouting, looking to see, checking if there were any riflemen here or whatsoever. It was even going so far, like looking at this entire area, and the APC was just chilling there, waiting for his time to strike, and it did work out. Now he knows that his NG or his oil is safe for the time being. I like this placement from Cav a bit more. Like this, also this map, just like Dirge, middle is very crucial. Oh, man, got some throat issues. But yeah, that's a lot better. That helps. Natural medicine. But what I was saying is, the middle is very crucial on this map. Like if you get blocked off this middle, it's going to make you hard to rotate as well. And it's going to make it very easy for your opponent to rotate in between. Like if Cav manages to get control over this position, for example, it will make him very easy for him to try put some pressure over here and over here. And because of this presence, it makes it harder for the other player to rotate your armies, because there's a high probability that you're gonna face like a wall of pillboxes when you're trying to rotate from your expansion to your main base. There's a medium tank, now trying to finish off the oil. Cav already moved out the main MCV as well, getting some more juicy ore. Trying to close in Dang. There's the first big fight. Ranger gets taken out. Concave from Cav is looking really nice. I think he's on purposely sacrificing some medium tank, but there's the MCV support with a flame tower. Once again, Dang was waiting on that, and now he's going in, taking the initiative. He still has 3 heavy tanks to support this army, but they are nowhere to be found though. They're just chilling in the back, not taking the best trades here against this very small army. Yeah, this is not looking good. The rocks fucked him over. But Cav does not have the rocket count in that army to deal with 3 heavy tanks. And eventually, Dang is going to come out on top. More action going on over here. Cav trying to retaliate, making a counterattack on the other side. It seems to be working though. He's also base pushing with the MCV, trying to eliminate Dang from this position. He's doing a pretty good job. The MCV is going to get away with a sliver of health remaining. Cav putting in the chase, but that's not going to end well. He faces a flame tower. He's going to take out this power plant. But he left his army unchecked that survived earlier on. Cav immediately pulling away his harvesters, maintains all of them. Dang immediately rotating to the main base. Maybe you can get some more damage over there. This is once again looking good for Dang. However, Cav did manage to get some map control back on the other side. Cav is chasing this army down. Oh, wow, that already just came out at the exact moment. Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God, that army is fucked. That army is literally fucked. It is on move command still. That rifle is having some nice target practice. Get him, boy. Get him. Go get him. Go get him, boy. Alright, once again, Cav, the first one being on radar dome. That army got taken out without serving any purpose. All the harvesters were kept alive. Very nice from Cav. However, it's interesting. Dang is actually If Dang was able to maintain this position with his other MCV, he would have been in a very good position because he's also taking these 2 ore patches in the bottom left as well. The Cav actually had to fight to get that extra ore, but once again, he has the substantial difference in army value. 7k lead right now for Cav. And he was the first one to go to Raider Dome as well, having a couple of RTs and a Blackhawk already on the field present. And Dang is making a return as well. Went for the Raider Dome. First V2 coming onto the field. And Yaks are in production. Sorry, I was just imitating the Blackhawk right there. So that's pretty much what it looked like. Wow. Straight to tier 3. Cav not fucking around. And there is the laughing maniacal woman, also named as Tanya, or known as Tanya, excuse me. And she is going to shred some balls with that pistol. Going to shred some rifleman balls off of their pants. I would say Dang is definitely lacking some vision in this game so far. Cav is using his... Cav is also going for splits, but Cav does have a lot more map control right now. He's using the Blackhawks as well to see what's up, to see what's going on. There's Lacol being put down. So yeah, this might be interesting. I hope that Cav at least... Oh man, Cav once again just managed to get a spy into a barracks. I completely missed that from where it was coming from. I have no idea how he pulled it off. Probably from this side. I am not sure. But once again, that is going to give him a substantial advantage, having every soldier come out with Vet 1. Alright, trading a Yak for an RT. That's a good trade for... I think it was an RT. But that's a good trade for Cav. Oh, wow. Okay, wow. This is almost cheating. Holy shit. I barely did not see this Blackhawk. But I like this. I like this a lot. Very nice usage of the map. Some unreachable terrain. So just put a Blackhawk there and, you know, gives you that nice vision. Oh, the Yak Crash gets that RT. That is unfortunate for Cav. Also very high rocket count for Cav. But he's the one going for a base push. Is he making an AA gun? Yes, he is. Here comes the Yak again to snipe those RTs. He might find it, but there's the AA gun denying that. Ooh, wow. RT stays alive. What does? Did Dang see it? Yes, he did see it. It took him a while though. He didn't see it right off the bat. Wait, that's water? Man, someone had some diarrhea on this moon. Oh wow, still gets the 2 RTs even with that AA gun present. Cav switching into longbows right now. He's been sitting on tier 3 for quite a bit. Dang is following closely with tier 3 as well. No Iron Curtain in the makings yet, but they are mixed coming onto the field. We got 42k army value versus 34. And instead of building more SAM sites, Dang is also going for flags. Flak trucks are really good dealing with Blackhawks, especially if microed well. They can deal some substantial damage. But yeah, this is the strain with allies. If you can bring over an MCV and have a safe position with some AA guns backed up, it is hard to deal with arties. Unless you are prepared to sacrifice those yaks, just like Dang is doing. And this is the third time or the second time that he gets an arty with that yak crash. Kills one with the guns, and then the second one dies to the crash. Still a better trade for Cav, but at least very annoying to keep switching to RT production just to keep the pressure up. Both players not giving in. This is giving me Great Divide vibes right here. But that army from Cav is only growing more and more. Dang now switching into Mammoth tanks, which might not be the worst decision, to be fair. Doesn't have to do a lot of traveling. I would have loved to see one of those war factories being set up over here, just to, if you're going for mammoths, then just to keep the travel distance to a minimum, because obviously mammoths are pretty slow. Would have been nice to get a war factory over here so that if he's under attack, he might be able to get some mammoths faster in on the battlefield. But here comes the paratrooper drop. He's going to kill that ref. Yep. Kills the refs. Not a huge deal, but you know, that mine's going to keep regrowing. It's going to push back his eco by a fair amount. And definitely at this stage of the game with such little eco on this map, it is a huge deal. Alright, it seems Dang has enough. Dang wants to take the initiative. The blob of Dang is moving to the right. And with that Meek, he knows where to find it. Sends out a V2. Bullseye straight onto the middle. Another V2 with a decent shot as well. Cav on the retreat. Meanwhile, on the left side, still putting up the pressure with his RTs. I'm surprised that Dang actually switched the MiGs. So far he's not really using the MiGs to kill RTs or harvesters, I wanted to say. They're a little bit better at it, but you know, still, if you lose a MiG like that just to kill an RT, not sure if that is worth. Actually, I can say 100% sure that that is not worth. Might have been better to keep making yaks at this point. But Dang's still afraid to move out though. Dang definitely looking a little bit worse here. Cav definitely has the map control here. Keeps putting on the pressure with these RTs. Alright, here it comes. Cav's army is pretty split, so if it's pretty split, pretty split. But if Dang, alright, here he's going in. He's going in. There's Shockies now as well. This army is not strong enough to deal with that bluff from Dang. Cav being split like that might backfire right here. I see being used onto the mammoth tank. Yeah, this army is going to be eliminated. Very nice defense from Dang here. Mammoths are a little bit slow though, so it's not really doing a good job so far. Cav trading pretty decent here with those last remaining forces, but it is not going to matter. Dang wins that engagement. Dang has broken free from his boundaries on the right side. And what does that mean for Cav? How will he respond? It's a pretty good harvester spot to harass. There's still a decent amount of eco left. Meanwhile, Cav using the longbows to scout out the army, trying to deal some damage, but the MiG comes in. The RTs are no longer protected by the AA gun. Cav is already moving those harvesters away. He knows what's coming. He knows what's up. Another V2 shuttle is going to come in to snipe into the blob. Only killed 3 targets though. Oh, but gets the longbow. That's a very nice trade right there. Shut up, phone. Cav is having issues. So far, he has made Tanya fairly early into the game, but so far she hasn't even fired a single shot. And now the Meeks are breaking free. They're just looking around, trying to find some holes, trying to find harvesters. Finds a harvester. There's another AA gun though. Oh, gets the harvester, does not lose the Meek. 3 harvesters for Cav versus 9 from Dang here. Oh dear, I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Yeah, the IC has come up yet again. Cav was taking the initiative, but it backfires so hard, and Cav calls the GG. Dang has broken free. I think it's fair to say, even if it was a best of 9, who has come out on top. Like I said, it wasn't officially a best of 9, but it was at least nice to keep track of score for the time being. Alright, that is going to do it for this part. There's going to be one more final part, which is going to be a long epic game as well. Thanks for watching, boys. Don't forget, as usual, to stay cautious, and I'll see you boys next time. Take care.
Battle control terminated.